Three things that I did. Let's start with number one. The first one was that actually I trained with the fastest group. Like when let's say you're going to practice, or let's say you're just practicing on yourself and somebody be on some, let me join, bro, let me try. And you're like, okay, man, come, you're gonna die, you know. But then he comes and he runs either slightly better or he runs equivalent to you. And you're like, damn, you're like, sheesh, that's crazy, you know. And you're like, nah, you know what, it's fine, bro, don't practice with me again. That's what most other people's mindsets are like. But if actually you're like a top 1% athlete and you really want to improve, then actually I recommend that you must train with the fastest group or train with someone faster than you. If let's say you're training with your coach, then the fastest group could be, let's say, a person in grade like 12 or a person in uni that is running like crazy times, and you're like, sheesh, I want to run those times. So the key is to train with them because they're going to push you beyond what you think you can run. For example, we're doing 967, 7 flat, 6'5", and then the 60s. So actually, I felt like, I'm him. I felt like I was actually the guy, but another person comes up. He's like the fastest amongst the group. I'm not too far behind him. And then he goes and he runs a 6'4", 6'5", and a 6'6". And you'll be thinking like, nah, like sheesh. Like I think most people's mindset would be like, nah, I think I'm like a second place person. But I'm like, nah, bro. I told him like next one. I told the coach next one we're going together because I want to push. I want to actually achieve those times. And if he's doing it, well, that's lucky for me. I have a guy that's doing it and he's right next to me. I can run with him. So yeah, guys, training with the fastest can really help you. So I recommend doing that. The other tip is working on your muscle endurance. Cause think about it, bro. If you have all the speed in the world but no muscle, then you can actually put force on the track. And for all the people that did physics or are doing physics, you need muscle to create force so you can actually run faster. So that's why going to the gym, getting your muscle endurance on point, you know, doing those high knees, making sure that you can lift your knees so that when you go into the 70s and the 80s, you're not dying down as fast as other people. So that's basically how you win 100. You know, the person that dies the least, he maintains that top speed. You saw Usain Bolt, he maintained a top speed basically across the last 30 meters. So it shows that you actually achieving the top speed is critical, but maintaining it is even more important. So I recommend getting your muscle endurance on point. There's a thing in your template down below if you actually want to check out how to improve muscle endurance or improve your athletic ability. Now we're going to tip number three. Tip number three, I would say, is tip number three, I would say, is use resistance training. Resistance training has actually been proven to improve your speed because if you can run while somebody's pulling you back, think about it. A grown man's pulling you back and you're running 10 seconds. If he lets you go, fuck, who knows, bro? Might even run the world record. So I say resistance training is key, bro. And most of the tips I've mentioned, the one and two, it's not ones, okay, the first one, it's not tips that I've actually heard a lot. So I recommend that actually you apply this because I applied this and bro, I'm feeling like crazy. I'm feeling like now actually I can take on anyone. I can go be with anyone. So yeah. Number three, as I said, you should definitely work on resistance training so that actually you can see that okay, I can run this time or something's pulling me back or let's say you're on hills. But when you let that go and you run on the flat, you're gonna be crazy. Alright guys, that's me for today and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, always strive to achieve your goals. Yes, sir.